Hey, light children, back again with the Artist Corner. Woo! It's your favorite light child, Blair. So I'm going to talk to you about it. And today we are talking about the gig life, the highs and the lows, honey. So let's get into it. Okay, so this week on the Artist Corner, I want to talk to you about the gig life. Performing is one of the best feelings ever, girl. It's why we do this. But booking shows isn't always easy. Sometimes you get paid well, sometimes you don't get paid at all. Sometimes the crowd is full of energy and electric, and sometimes it's 5 people in the room and you're still performing like it's a stadium full of people. Clock that, okay? Every gig is different, but what stays the same is the passion we bring. That's reality behind the stage lights. So let's talk about it. Whew. I can count on my hand the amount of gigs that I've done where I was paid. And I can't even count how many gigs that I've done where I was not paid. The ratio is outwardly just wild. And one of the biggest reasons is because you're an independent artist. Don't nobody know who you are. Just keep it a beam. Don't nobody know who you are, so why am I paying for you? I don't know who you are. Now that's a horrible way to go about things, for real, but that's the society we live in. If they don't know you, if there's no influence, which I said it's gonna come back up, people don't pay attention to you. So that's where friends, family, co-workers, those people who you pour into become your fans and your support. And eventually they start telling friends about you, they start telling family members about you, they start telling other co-workers about you, and you start to gravitate to these people who like become your fans, who are friends, and people who you've met along your journey. Now, I have done shows where, honey, I know the music that I do, it wasn't their vibe. But I still did that show as if it was their vibe. And if they weren't vibing, I'm a very interactive singer, so I will come up and like make people sing with me, join in. We're gonna dance together. We're gonna have fun together. We're gonna move and groove and have a good time, because that's just the vibe. We got to. So I curate my shows to be that. Now, other artists have different means of doing that and involving their audience into the show, but gigs can go from a high where you're just like, dang, I filled the room up. Oh my God, all these people showed up for me. Man, they vibing with all my music, to the lows of the lows where it's only a few people in the room, nobody singing your music. It's pretty much a content day. You have somebody maybe filming and you get content from it and you post it, and that's really what it ends up becoming. Now, every gig is important though. My mom used to tell me, because she's also an artist, every time you hit that stage like it's your last performance. Hit that stage like there's 100 and some people in that room, even if it's one person in the room. Every single time, do your best, perform your best. My mom used to always say too, when you practice your performances, practice as if the room is full. Don't practice like you're in there by yourself. Practice if the room is full. So if you fumble, you mess up, what you gonna do in a real situation? You ain't gonna stop the track and then rewind the track back. No, you gonna follow through and keep going and make sure that the audience didn't even know you fumbled. You feel me? So like, gigging, since I've been back into gigging, has been kind of hard. Now, in my personal situation, I started off my music career in 2021 and was gigging a little bit, but not as much as I am now. And let me tell you, it was devastating to find out that I was as sick as I was, and I didn't have the energy that I once had, and I had major surgery because of it. Thankfully, they were benign, what they found, and everything got removed, and now I'm healthy and I'm good. But it put a big pause in my career because I couldn't move, I couldn't sing, I didn't have the energy. I was always exhausted. I lost an extreme amount of weight to where I looked sickly. There was a point where I looked really cute and I was kind of glowing and I was eating that shit, but then after a while I started to look sickly. And that happens a lot to artists. Like, gigging can become detrimental, or not getting gigs can become detrimental to your finances, which we talked about in the last episode. And it can honestly mess you up financially, because a lot of the times, it's like I said, some of these gigs are important and you get paid for them. Now, I just started recently getting paid continuously for the gigs that I do, which I'm so thankful for, because I pray for that moment to happen. But before, I was just ready to book a gig wherever I could book a gig, just so people can know who I was. And when it was time to pay for my shows, they'd be willing to pay for it because they know I would give a good show. You feel me? So if you are an artist and you're watching this and you kind of wanted to get the insider, write in the comments, like, what have been your highs and your lows when it comes to gigging, and like, what does that look like for you? Because for me, right now I'm on a high, but I've had some lows. So love you, light children. Always a pleasure. Talk soon. Happy October.